I believe in aliens. That's why I'm Marz and everything, and then I'll get it deeper into it.
Everything is a form of keeping us fighting against each other, because if we're all fighting against each other, we don't really come together and realize what they're actually doing.
Religion divides, God unites. You feel me?
Lights, camera, action, you the star. A super freak, yeah, I know you are. If you stick with me, then you going far. You like THC, then get in my car, cause I want you to myself.
There's a reason why the president could
Straight into
only
the
be
heat.
in control for 8 years tops, because that's just enough time to not make any changes. You have to be in office, and you have to have everybody on the same page for so long to get actual laws and shit in place and change to really see full change. If not, it's always back and forth. It's this volleyball game. It's this UFC match of this is changes for a little bit and then it changes back. This changes for a little bit and then it changes back. This changes for a little bit. It's constant back and forth. It's Illuminati. It's trying to divide people.
With Trump, man, I made all kinds of money in the stock.
Yeah, and then the pandemic happened, and everybody
like,
died
it's
and became broke. That's
like a whole
that's freaking-
schedule.
But whatever. Politics aside, let's talk about
Money
some other
You
fake
know,
shit.
I got in there and I lost $30,000.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it out.
Okay, but yeah, listen. Of politics aside, let's talk about some
Yeah,
other
yeah,
fake
yeah.
shit, some funner fake shit.
Yeah.
Video games.
Video.
So
True.
you asked a great question right before we set up, dog, and the question was do we game? And it's funny because I really thought about this the other day. I've played games my whole life, but the last couple years I've had a really serious job. I've stayed fucking on it. I've had my life
For
of
sure.
music and shit like that, so
For sure.
the time's less. But I've realized that the only games I've played the last 5-6 years are really consistent. Fortnite, yeah, it became popular and it's easy to something you could just pick up, and that's what I loved about it. But it's fallen off disgustingly. That new
Yeah,
map
yeah.
is terrible. I don't
Yeah.
know about it.
I don't really fuck with Fortnite, to be honest.
It became so whack, and it's something that it's like seasonal. When you got dogs on it, you do hop on.
Yeah, it's like
this and that.
something to get by for me.
Right, but the one thing that I've always played all these years, and the only thing that I really say, and whenever people ask me if I play video games, yeah, I do, because I play this all the time. Sports, I always play basketball and football.
Gotcha.
Always got mad in
Just
2K.
2K and Madden.
Always.
Those
And
are a must.
Subconsciously, it's because I feel like it helps me predict the games in real life, so I could gamble easier. And really, just so I could know who's winning the Super Bowl at the end. Like even when I was a kid, before I gambled, like that's kind of how I did. I was like, oh, I'm gonna win this year with the Steelers, so that means the Steelers are gonna win. That's my favorite team.
All right.
But here's the thing: those games don't change a lot. It's the same shit over every year.
Right.
Little dynamics change, but and the thing about I feel like I'm really good at those shits, like talent wise. Like I'll put $100 against anybody on those games. Stack. I'll put any amount. I'll
Okay.
put my whole house. So I need my house.
Hey, you can actually bet on people
I could,
playing
but no,
games.
but I don't bet against those people because those people aren't like. I bet against any people I know in real
Yeah,
life.
but if like so,
as
if,
long as I know you got a life too.
nah, but you go play and I'll put money on you.
Yeah,
See
well,
if you're nasty like that.
yeah, no, I am. I feel like I am disgusting.
We'll see,
But
we'll see.
here's the thing. I feel fake when I say I'm a gamer because then I hear y'all talk about these deep ass games and it's like I can't. I tried getting into Elden Ring and it's so beautiful, it's so awesome. But Elon Musk, if y'all don't know what that is, Elon Musk said this is one of the best pieces of art ever made in our time.
Right.
Like not just a video game, he said pieces of art the way he called it.
Right.
And it's so overwhelming, dude. I couldn't get into it and like I played it for like a week and then I just let it go because it's like it gives me a headache. I feel like I'm too old.
That was a single player, right?
Yes, it was a single player, but like at the same time, it's like I like those games more. Is because like you have your own like piece, you have your own like world.
No, you
like,
get lost in it.
You
Those
get
are
lost
the best. There's nothing to
everything.
escape. Escapism.
And that's what like made me feel comfortable. Like my go-to is first-person shooters. Like I get into like the whole like all right, how, because I like police, I like SWAT, I like all that stuff.
Okay.
I used to, before I even when I was going to college, I was studying criminal justice. I thought I was gonna be like in the SWAT team, so like all that
Real life first person.
yeah. You know, obviously there's no response or
That's
anything.
hilarious. I thought you were gonna say I was gonna make video games. No, I was gonna make kill streaks.
Hey.
But like
You do
that
whatever
just
you
that even like the army type games and everything, like what is it, Battlefield and everything.
Yeah, Battlefront, Star Wars, one of the best games of all
even
time.
those two.
Battlefield's crazy. Yeah, I heard a lot of crazy things like all out wars. They'd have like tanks and airplanes going on at the same time. I never got into it, but I saw the way they'd hype up that game, and that was a big thing of the older Battlefields where you'd be able to have 16 on 16, and then people would be riding tanks and helicopters at the same time. It was just overwhelming. I got into Call of Duty and shit like that though too.
And it was more like with the sniping, it was actually more technical. You had to actually do the bullet drop.
Exactly,
You know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
what
technical.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
that's
super
badass.
technical.
Yeah, I
That's why I fucked with
love that feature of games, that dynamic where you could hold your breath to be more accurate with sniping.
Yeah.
That's so badass. That's so gangster.
So that's what made me like, all right, let me get more competitive. Let me like challenge myself and everything. Like, you know, let me see how far I can shoot the gun. You know, even though it's like fake, like you can't do that in real, like a quick scope.
but
Or
that-
you can,
that's
but
right.
like that mentality, that mentality and everything. That it's like, all right, let me see if I can hit this shot now. Keep going and keep going and keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. So what do you give me? Doesn't have to be like a list, but give me like best shoot. Like for me, the best Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 1, the one where you got that mission where you're gillied out, the ghillie mission. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That game is one of the best games of all time. That's the best Call of Duty for me.
Yeah.
I would say,
What are your best like shooters?
I would say like for me, I started off on Modern Warfare 2. Like when I first came into
That's
the Call of
after the
Duty
legendary.
one
world,
I just said, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Legendary game.
I started off there. I was on a team for a little bit, a little clan that we used to call
Online clan.
Online clan.
Be
We used to
careful, you say clan.
No,
other
no,
people
no,
are like,
no. Online clan, like a little group that from school and everything, and like basically we would play each other for like money, but it would be like the membership because it was on
Nice.
Xbox and everything, and that's
Cool.
what actually got me into like, all right, quick scope. We would play different little matches,
Yep.
and we wasn't everybody put like a little bit, like $60 in the pot, and then you get your membership for a year
Right.
and everything.
Oh, that's genius.
So
yeah.
like we just made something.
How old are you guys doing this?
Huh?
How old are you guys when you're doing this?
Oof.
This clan?
I would say that was like in third, like I was 13, 14.
That's genius. That's genius.
I would
That's
not-
why I never got into video games because you had to pay like $60 a month to be online. And I was like, God,
He's like,
I
yeah,
don't
I'm
even
not
have
fucking-
I barely have allowance to buy the
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
You know, I was like, it was crazy.
But it was
dynamic.
fun.
It's not too bad,
So
though.
I would say Call of Duty was my first one. The second one I would say as a shooter would be Battlefield. That would be another one because that's actually even like Call of Duty was like like you said the JV of it. With Battlefield, it was more like technical, like you said, the drop shot that you
Yep.
actually had to aim. It was
Yep.
a bigger map, so you have multiple
Hardcore.
people
Yeah.
versus 10.
Which is
It's
called like Call of Duty, right?
Call of
This
Duty.
was more than, like
Max-
I was saying, it's big. It was immersive. It was 16 on 16. That was-
Buildings
Yeah.
falling,
Yeah.
everything is
A lot
like
going on.
getting in a helicopter. Like you actually have to be tactical with it. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, let me challenge myself. Obviously, when you first open the game, you're like, what are you doing? How are you gonna
everything
do
with every game.
this? Getting
yeah.
shot everywhere? How?
With sports, you sometimes
know?
you don't. Oh, how's the blocking work? How's the?
Yeah.
Oh, this is how the shots. Oh, okay, this is how. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Freshy? What are your like favorite? What's your favorite kind of game? You were talking about fighting earlier, sports. For
yeah,
me, it's
definitely.
sports. It has to be because
My favorite kind of games have always been card games. Like card games are always my favorite. Like Midnight Club,
Yes.
legendary.
Yes.
Like no,
Love
to
that.
this
Dub
day,
edition.
I'm waiting for a game.
I remember the commercials. I remember it
Dude,
was that
commercials.
PS. I had it on the PSP.
The soundtrack.
Bro, the PSP was so ahead of its
Yo,
time.
PSP
we
was
all had
crazy.
PSPs.
Yeah, I had a PSP.
That was.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wish
it
I
was
still
dope.
had mine.
I
Just
wish
for-
they still had like they have some new thing now, but it's not the same. Like dog,
Like
No,
they
yeah.
had the Vita and everything. I even
It
had
was
that.
so
where
ahead
it
of its
was-
time.
Chico, you were able to go on the internet, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw a meme the other day of somebody at a Kendrick concert recording somebody with the PSP, and
Yeah.
they were like,
No way, dude.
They were holding the PSP up in
Yeah.
there,
That's
and the
crazy.
caption
Yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah.
"I need this to get this PSP footage."
Yeah.
Dude, it was incredible, dog.
Yeah.
The PSPs were so ahead of its time. And
Yeah.
here's the coolest thing: we were fucking in 4th, 5th grade in school. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right out there, you know, with the little
Yeah.
CDs.
And the Game Boys too. Like,
The Game Boys were
Game Boys
yeah.
went off.
Chico,
They
they,
went
bro, they
off.
had they had the Grand Theft Auto, and they made the
Yeah.
Liberty City stores and the Vice City stores.
Vice City was.
Oh my god! But like they made extra, like they didn't
Mm-hmm.
just take the games that were already on the systems. They made newer stories that were just for the PSPs. Like
Mm.
that was so, bro.
That's how I got into Uncharted. Like when
Oh.
when Sony actually came out with the PlayStation
The
3
last
or
one?
PlayStation 4. No,
The last one, the
the
most
la-
recent Uncharted, that's one of the
that-
best online
badass.
experiences I've ever
Badass.
had in my life. I played that online game for like 6 months before I even started the story mode. Uncharted. That was the first Uncharted I'd ever played in my life.
I didn't play it,
That was 4, right?
Nah.
That was 4.
It's-
but I
The
played
last one,
Xbox.
I think it
on
was
the
4.
PS4. It was 4.
Yeah,
That's
Chico,
why.
one of the best games ever.
God of War,
online-
Uncharted.
The online dynamic was nothing like it had elements of the story mode game, but it was so unique, dog. It had
Yes.
like it was bro. You bumped it.
I played them all. Like it, like recently, like if it comes to like a first person like story game, like Uncharted, God of War,
3 best ones of all
Far
time.
Cry.
3 best ones of all
Oof.
time.
I would say for me,
Like if you're giving me God of War, give me which one of the 3. Or I'll let you do this. I'll let you do the old versions versus the new ones.
God of War 1 for me.
You like the
that's-
first one?
I like the first one, and then I like the actual the last one too that just came. The last one, that
The
Ragnarok-
sequel?
the-
I haven't played it. The sequel, no.
You haven't played Ragnar?
I played the first one with Atreus, the first mythology one.
Okay.
But I want to rerun it back when I get a PS5 because I kind of ran through it. Because my other best friend, or no, my best friend, but the other Marz, Arian Martinez, my dog, childhood best friend. Shout out Arian. My dog just had his kid.
Shout out to Marz.
He this is so many years ago. Like we had just got the PS4 and we're still buying physical discs at the time. So I had, I think, Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man that it came out,
Yeah.
like the before the Miles Morales. I had
Spider-Man
that
was
one.
gangster.
And he had
Solid.
God of War, and we rotated. We switched games, and then. But the thing is, like, he beat Spider-Man really fast. And
Right.
I don't
It
like
happens.
playing games fast. I like going through all the side missions. Like I'll go
Oh,
through
yeah,
every
yeah,
side
like-
mission I could do before I do the story mission. Like
Oh
that's
no,
how
I
I play
have
those
to.
games.
I have to. Like I'm
feel
OCD
me?
with that. Like you have to do every little thing to the point that you're just wandering the world.
So
Yeah.
he had asked me for the game back before I even got into like the first 3 missions. So I was like, oh
That's
shit,
crazy.
I'm not gonna be able to enjoy this. So I kind of
Damn.
ran through it, and I couldn't enjoy it, dog. So I want to run back.
I didn't
to
even play it. So
A lot of people say it's a banger. For me, the one of the best gaming experience I ever had in my life was recently. It's The Last of Us 2.
Oh, dang.
I haven't played that one either.
Yeah,
Brother,
the multiplayer. I actually like the multiplayer on that too.
on 1 they have multiplayer on 1.
Yeah.
I don't think
no,
they
no,
do the
no, no.
multiplayer on
They don't
2.
have it on 2, but number 1 with the multiplayer.
I heard a lot of good things. I only played 1 on like they have this thing called PS Now where you get to bump old games,
Yeah,
but it's like a streaming service. Gangster. You pay like it was like I think it was like $10-15 a month, and they had a bunch of old.
That's like the
classic games.
Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, now there's a lot of versions of this,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
played The Last of Us like that, and bro, I got all the way to the ending, and I didn't finish it. I think I heard how it
Oh,
ended.
that's the one with the little, like, looking characters.
You're
that
talking about Among Us. That's funny.
Oh,
I
okay,
used to
okay.
confuse them too. No,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Last of Us.
Okay,
The
that's
Last
what,
of Us
he said
is-
that. That's what I thought about.
The Last of Us, in my opinion, is I'm a big fan of like end of the world zombie shit. You feel me?
yeah,
For a long time, I liked The Walking Dead because the 3rd season
Walking Dead was
they
gangster.
take
Yeah.
over a prison.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I thought that was one of the
dope.
most gangster
Badass.
things ever because that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Like that's my mind. If the world goes to shit, a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm going to a hospital." No, nerd. There's already a bunch of dead people there. That's where all the zombies are gonna
Yeah,
come.
come on, bro.
So what I'm doing is we're gonna squad up. We're gonna get the toughest guys I know, all the people I rely on and trust. It's gonna be a mission. It's gonna take us a couple months to clear out the prisons. But once we clear it out, we're gonna take over, and then we have big fences, walls, cell blocks. You know, we're mobbed
Already
up
made.
in the prison, dog. It's just the takeover, dog. We'll be able to protect ourselves. They did that in season 3, and then they end up getting rushed and they lose it. But The Walking Dead was really cool. But this The Last of Us shit was incredible, dog. The way they, at least in a video game, because they never really came out with The Walking Dead video game. This shit it makes you feel like every bullet counts.
Yeah,
You feel me?
basically.
And it's like you're not even using bullets. Like that was another cool thing. That's why I brought up The Walking Dead. One of the first things they do in the storyline. And Joe Rogan actually this is a myth he busted, but I thought it was really cool for entertainment wise. In The Walking Dead, the first things people do is that they shoot their bullets at zombies, and then more zombies come. So it turns into like from 2 zombies, 50 come out because you didn't even know we're there because you just got their attention with the shot. So like the main character, he's like an officer, and then he realizes early like, nah, chill, use the knife. So Joe Rogan says the human skull's too hard to actually get stabbed, and that can't happen. But in the show, it's cool and it makes sense. Like preserve your bullets. They do this in The Last of Us. In The Last of Us, it's like no, it's easier to not just because you're not just fighting zombies, you're fighting people too.
Yeah.
That's the rawest thing about it. It's not just the dynamic of the world's being taken over. It's the people dynamic. It's
like
people are shitty.
Literal surviving. Like,
Yeah, basically everybody for themselves who's ever in their group.
I like
is-
survival games.
No, they're awesome. Resident Evil.
There's
all
nothing. Oh man, Resident Evil 4 is one of the best gaming experiences ever. I just played the remake of it on the PS4 the other day. Incredible, though. That's like the first single player game. That's why I wanted to bring this up, and I realized that I only play sports games. It took me forever to beat that single player game, and it's like because it's just so much, dog.
I've
And
always
that's an
played
old
car
game.
games all my life. Like car games, but I also play fighting games.
Car
Games, yeah.
So you play Forza and
Racing
everything?
games. Yeah, Forza,
Forza.
for sure.
That's my
For
shit.
sure.
Need
that's
for
for
Speed
sure.
Most
Need for
Wanted.
Speed.
Yeah,
a
oh, no.
classic.
You know,
to me.
listen, this is a unpopular opinion because I really like Need for Speed Pro Street,
For real?
and people like didn't like
Never
that
played
game.
that.
Like no, some people.
first-
I played it a little bit, but I didn't get really too far into
I
it.
love the drag. That's when they started bringing out the drag racing aspect and stuff.
Oh, I got a good one.
Shit was fire.
Tell me, you guys know about Burnout.
Come on, man.
Oh my
I didn't really fuck
God.
with it. I didn't really fuck with it.
You didn't, bro. The concept of just going as fast
was
as
the
you
dirt
can
one, right?
and no. Burnout. It's madness. How else to describe it? They give you like a map, but it's like bro. There's a lot of games like this now that you see like on phone apps where it's like. Right? It's like you just throw yourself and you see how far the character could go and how many things you could break.
Yeah.
Kind of type of thing.
Wow.
Burnout was just with a car, and the idea is you're going down a packed street, like you're going down 49th Street, a bit busy metropolis street, and try to do as much damage as you can. And the more cars you hit, the more people you hit, the more buildings you destroy, lights you destroy, the more points you get. So the
Okay.
idea is go as fast as you can and make your
smash
car
everything.
jump and an
Yeah.
angle where you're doing the craziest stuff. Brother,
Yeah, didn't play that shit.
genius. I can't believe they haven't remade it.
Wow.
It's right.
That's
Am
how
I
I feel.
tripping?
That's how I feel about
I
Midnight
guess
Club.
it's just the same concept of the repetition. If they would have added more to it, it was dope. It
So
was
I'm
dope.
sure you could add different things to it now, but like think about it. Repetition works, dog. Like
No,
these
of
games
course, of
work.
course.
Like look at a great game too that people are loving now, and I had a good phase with it, but it's just I don't have a lot of friends that play video games that I play online with.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
That's
sucks.
crazy.
But
I have hella friends.
at least not I guess play the same games.
I mean, I switched to PC, so I just kind of cut the cord on a lot
That's
of
a
things.
professional step. Like that's all my friends that
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about
yeah.
gaming.
Real
like, that's
gamers are on PCs.
The Jedi,
Everybody
yeah,
knows
real
this.
gamers. That's the Jedi
Yeah,
Master.
Yeah, I
Race.
switched to PC just
Yeah.
because it was just comfortability that I can actually travel with my shit. You know, like I have it at the crib and I even have it on my laptop.
Yeah,
And you have more
everything.
control with it too. Like I
Yeah.
saw a mod of Grand Theft
Like
Auto.
I don't even like do all the hacks and everything. I'm
Yeah,
still
the
natural.
mods, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like,
what I was just talking about.
Like, I don't got time. Like even with Grand Theft Auto, like if I would have got into it, because I love Grand Theft Auto. I even like Vice City, San Andreas. I even have the first Grand Theft Auto ever made on PlayStation.
I've had
Wow.
all of them. I've had all of
Like
them.
it's basically an aerial view where you actually a little dot and you're jumping over people.
Yeah, it's overview. Yeah, aerial
and stuff
view, yeah.
like.
Even Grand Theft Auto 4, right? It wasn't even like that far, but like we still played it.
But it was just like those.
Wait, Forge with Nico, the New York one. That's one. I think that
it
one's
was
better.
the New York one. Yeah.
That was a banger. I think
Yeah,
one of the best
I
ones.
love
To me, I think that one's better than low key. I think that one's better than the last one, dog.
but it wasn't better than Vice City.
No, Vice City.
Vice
Vice
City.
City's a shit.
So
Yeah,
here's the thing,
that's the
Vice
OG.
City's cool because of the Miami bias, but that you can't jump in the water.
I love how they're bringing it back to
But
Miami.
but yeah, but it was
Like there's a lot of things.
that's
that-
fine
it's
though.
crazy,
That
dog.
was fine though. That was fine though. But it was just like the art of it and like the way you actually did it in Vice City and everything.
It was different compared to because the thing is
because we didn't really get that. Like you were still in that aerial view. Like you still had San
No,
Andreas.
the one- no.
Oh, you still had San Andreas.
no,
so you-
San Andreas comes after Vice City.
For-
So
yeah, that-
it
yeah.
starts with three. Grand Theft Auto 3 is the first one that's 3D and it's in New York. But the guy's name is Claude or whatever the hell. Like it's
I didn't play that one.
It's all with mobsters. Like the bad guys are all Sopranos characters. Like that's the vibe.
Because I played the one with Nico, which was the one you're talking about.
But that's the
That-
first one that was next gen.
Yeah.
So it starts. Grand Theft Auto started with that one, with the New York one, in Liberty City. It's not New York. It's Liberty City.
yeah.
The sequel to that is Vice City. They didn't have the technology to do the swimming in water yet.
Yeah.
But still, it's Miami. We loved it. Not just because it's the first. Because here's the thing: 3 was cool, but the dynamics were kind of whatever. The storylines, like the graphics, like. I guess it's not as memorable. Vice City had memorable characters.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
remember Lance Vance, the bad guy. People
Yeah.
remember the Ricardo. It had the Scarface vibe.
Even San Andreas, everybody.
That's how they stepped it up.
Yeah.
That's why Vice City changed everything. Not just because it was Miami, but it
San
changed.
Andreas was a little better than Vice City.
No, they stepped it up. They got
They stepped it
Samuel
up.
Jackson as the bad guy.
Yeah. They
You
stepped
feel
it
me?
up.
They went from and mind you, Vice City. Ray Liotta's the guy you're playing. The main character, Tommy Vercetti's Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
You know who Ray Liotta is?
No.
He's Goodfellas. The main character.
Okay,
He just died. You seen Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
That was his last role.
Oh wow.
Oh,
He's at the beginning, he
I
throws
saw
out the
preview of
coke.
that. Yeah.
So he's you saw Cocaine
Yeah,
Bear?
I seen-
He's at the beginning throwing out the coke from
That's
the
crazy.
airplane, and
That's
that's his
crazy.
last role. He died.
Oh,
He's a
wow.
legend. He's an acting
R.I.P.
legend, man. Oh, he did the voice he did not just the voice, the acting and the body for Tommy Vercetti. He's that guy in Vice City. He's the main character. And then they followed it up with San Andreas. And then after San Andreas, it's 4, which is you're shitting on Nico.
I wasn't sure. I said it like a lot of
A
people.
lot of people
didn't-
don't like it.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying like, oh, that.
I loved it.
I was fucking.
I loved
like,
it. And you know, do you guys remember the ending? Did you guys play it to the end? You had a choice. It was the first. I think it's one of the only Grand Theft Autos where your ending makes a difference. You played it too?
Yeah. And you were able to drivability was so much better, you know.
Well, yeah, no. With
Yes.
every
Cool.
Grand Theft Auto, for sure,
mean,
dynamics
cars.
get better. For sure, like I said, Vice City you couldn't swim. San Andreas you were able to swim, ride bike, fucking climb,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
You feel me?
Made a
Play
big
sports.
difference,
Yeah.
But here's something they fucked
But
up
the
with.
outcome, you were able to choose and
And here's another thing they fucked up with though. San Andreas, they let you customize, and I think San Andreas is the GOAT. I think San Andreas is the GOAT game. I think 4 is number 2. Why? And this is over the last one, the one with Trevor and all these guys. That's a great game, and it's technologically it's great, but so were the other ones
It's
at the
definitely
time.
the best one so far, bro.
Huh?
Like as far as
Well,
obviously they outdid everything, like graphics,
Well-
memorable character.
Well, no, but
Right,
so
right,
here's the
right.
thing. Here's the thing. But you can't. That's the thing. You
The-
can't
the-
compare.
the history, like
But here's the thing, Freshy. When comparing these games, you can't do it like, oh, who has the best graphics, because it's gonna be the most recent one. What I'm talking about is which one is the funnest at the time, which one did the most at the time with what video games are doing.
Exactly, yeah.
You feel me? So I actually saw this on my social media algorithm recently too. The physics for 4 are different than all the other ones because like the water and then the one with Nico Belicic's, the water bounces different. When you fucking throw the grenades, like the glass of the cars shatters different. Like they changed it all with that game. It was crazy.
That is true.
But what I loved about that game, and I haven't seen this mentioned anywhere online yet, is the ending. The whole game, you have a girlfriend and you have your cousin. It's like your fat Russian cousin, and
I do remember that.
You're constantly doing missions for them, doing missions for them.
Yeah.
The game ends with like the bad guys that you're fucking with, and they're gonna kill one or the other. It's like I don't know if you guys remember in Batman and the one with the Joker, he has to pick either save Harvey Dent, who becomes Two-Face, or his girlfriend. And the Joker's like, pick one. Who are you gonna do it? Who are you gonna do it? The Grand Theft Auto game makes you do that. That's how 4 ends, and you think it makes a difference, and it does storyline wise. So if you go to help your cousin, the chick dies. If you go to help the chick, your cousin dies.
Yeah.
The fucked up part is I was thinking after
Somebody
the
gonna
game,
die, though.
you could go on dates with them and like still take them out because that's the whole point of the game. Like you get to hang out with them like on side missions or just hang out with the character. After the game ends, both of them go away. You call their phone and go straight to voicemail. So there was like no point. But still, the whole point of you have to choose and it give you a different cutscene and a different story.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's something they haven't done since, which is kind of whack. Well, I think they did it with the one with Trevor and Michael. At the end, you could choose to kill him or you could choose to betray Michael and Trevor. That's true.
Yeah.
But one thing they haven't done, and I think this is why San Andreas is the GOAT, they let the character you could customize the guy getting fat or skinny. You could get swollen. You could get strong, and you have to grind it out. It was an RPG element where you could, you have to go to the gym and do boxing classes to get stronger, or you could go to hit the weights, or you could just run from the cops all day and swim.
How do you guys feel about the trailer for the new one?
Oh my God, that's where I wanted the conversation to go to. I love it. I've broken it down. I saw leaks before it came out. I saw it like 2 days before it dropped because I was big on it because I was like, I knew it was gonna be Miami, and I'm big on Hialeah, and I'm like, Hialeah's gonna come out, and I've already broken down. It comes out.
It comes out, right?
Hialeah comes out in it because they shout out different hoods, but you know how Grand Theft Auto they never have the exact.
They
name.
rename it, yeah.
It's always fake names. So I forgot. I forgot.
The vibe of where you're at.
Yeah.
But-
You know, like if you're from Miami, you know, like, oh, this is here.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it here, guys. For everybody watching at home, we're gonna put it here, the clip. But there's a clip in the trailer where you see an old lady in front of like an apartment complex, but it's not an apartment. It's like a 2-story type of situation. Almost looks like a hotel, but she's holding a machete, a hatchet, and a knife in 2 hands, and she's like an old lady in a fucking like she in a wamper. She just looks crazy. There was a clip like that. I don't think it necessarily happened in Hialeah, but it's Miami, and I think that's the hood they're gonna call Hialeah. And there's a name at the bottom. It's like old lady does something crazy in Hialeah. I'm like, oh, this is it. They have to. They have Wynwood in it. It's confirmed.
Yeah.
Shout out Gil Green.
Downtown.
His little spot. This is a famous director and a videographer from Miami. Legendary guy.
This was up.
305 Films. Shout out everything that guy's done. Legendary. From Wayne to Drizzy. All kinds of shit. From the Miami legends to working with my dad. All kinds of shit. He has a spot called what's the Pearl Jam? No, that it's what Toe Jam Backlot. That's what it is. The name of his lot is Toe Jam Backlot. And it's a venue that's used for a lot of things, for events. I actually one time got a gig like to be an extra in a music video for some Latin artist that they rented out this spot. So like he gets a lot of work out there. So it's a known place. But they have like a fake version of that spot in the game. And A-Hole Sniffs Glue, legendary graffiti and all types of artists, legendary Miami artists. His logos and characters and images are all throughout the game. That is crazy. So
Dope.
yeah, dog.
Nah, I'm excited for it. No lie.
Yeah.
Been waiting like way too many years for it. I honestly think like it's like way too long. That
No,
like
I mean
10 years.
But if you look at the track record too of how long they take between Grand Theft Autos, it's a minute. They always
Yeah,
take
but
a
my
good
brother,
time.
like it's like 10 years though
Yeah.
for a game.
Like I stopped playing at
Like,
5.
how
Like,
dedicated?
you know, after 5, I stopped playing.
Well, yeah,
Well,
because it's been 10 years.
Nothing's
No.
come out.
Like the like.
What do you mean
just
after
went-
5 years?
No,
of
no,
Grand Theft Auto
like
5?
like when they started doing the multiplayer and everything.
I couldn't get into multiplayer.
Like I
Really?
did. Like it was a
You
little
play
bit.
online?
Huh?
I couldn't get into it.
No, I
GTA
I-
online,
I've
that's
done
the
it.
best.
It was
I
cool
played
for a little
online,
bit,
and
but I
then
couldn't get into it.
after like 2 or 3 years, because they wasn't making any other new Grand Theft
Missions,
Autos.
yeah,
they
little
did-
content.
Like they
Different
did
content.
little side missions, like they had little things that you can catch $1 million or something.
Right.
And everything. I didn't really get into it because
Well,
it's
yeah,
like-
there's even to this day they're still updating
and then now they have
uploading
role
stuff.
playing like on.
That's key, dog. That's key with games. And I know I was saying I don't play Fortnite or anymore, and I don't. But here's the thing: when I did, and the reason why I have all these years, and every now and then I'll hop back in it if my dog is telling me to get on, is because they change it up. They're constantly adding new content, and that's genius. And
Yeah.
the fact that it's free, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna have a free game. You guys just
We'll
pay
just charge
for
for skins.
for the cosmetics,
Yeah,
which are no. And here's
That
the
was
thing.
genius.
2K
Genius.
And like I said earlier, I play sports, but I play sports in a boring way. I just play team against team. No, this is just skill. This is just who's the better player.
Mm-hmm.
My other Marz, my friend Marz, my best friend, he loves 2K too, but he's the opposite. He sucks at the team shit. He only plays the my career
That's
shit.
fun, bro. You gotta play it though. I
play it too, but it's whack because it takes the fun out of it when you play against people that aren't as skilled as you, but they just pay for pay to play because they made it pay to play where you could just pay for higher stats.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
is true. That is true.
I'm grinding it out. I don't do that.
I don't
And-
know. It just rubs off for me. For my thought on it is just basically it rubs off the way, like I said, with Call of Duty. Like, it's competitive. I'm not playing it like
Right.
on the regular mode. I could just put it to like the hard or advanced and everything and see like.
No, I mean online. When I'm playing computer, I'm always on Hall of Fame. But that's why I'm so good when I play against real life people because
Right.
I'm constantly playing at a harder level. You feel me? And honestly, as I've gotten older too, because when growing up, you play easy just to get through the story mode. Like I don't know, that's how my mind works. So like it wasn't let's have fun. It's fun is also winning the game and getting
Right.
through it and dying less.
Yeah.
Like, bro, for many years of my life, I didn't have a memory card. I had to fucking play the game, and I would try to beat it all in one setting.
Damn.
And if
that's-
not, I would have to lie to my parents and be like, "Yeah, I turned everything off," and I'd have that shit running for like
Mind
a
you,
whole day.
I'm-
And I'd be like, "I gotta play this shit, bro."
I'm 28 and it just made me feel old. Like,
You remember that?
Yeah, because I do
Yeah.
remember, like, dude,
Bro,
like
the little
playing,
slots for PlayStation 2.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
90s
right?
babies, 90s babies.
Especially-
This is my last
yeah,
year
yeah,
as
yeah,
a 20-year-old. So
Yeah.
30's coming through. So if you felt the way Freshy just felt right now, if you're listening and you felt, damn, I remember those. You're right there with us, guys.
Like the video.
Enjoy the times. The good times are now, though. The good times are now,
Yeah.
and there's always gonna be better times. We're living
Like
in the
that.
good moments.
That's like just thinking about it, the fact that you had to play the whole game in one day because you couldn't
in one
save it.
sitting.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude, those were the days.
But nowadays,
They had a
I
lot of glitches, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Through the whole game,
But-
you're having glitches.
Yeah.
so
Because the CDs were way ahead of the playing console.
Right. Nah, and mind you, I've even experienced like playing on the like Nintendo 64 where you had to take
Oh, yeah, and blow
take
it.
off and like
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
times
Oh.
before, you know what I'm saying?
homie, I'm so silly. I would do that in my PlayStations with the discs. Sometimes I would just be like,
No, you just had to.
Oh, you had to rub that on.
yeah,
real
that's
quick.
true. That's true. But I'm doing both. I'm like
Yo.
going on it and doing
That
yeah,
for
I'm
sure
doing
Let
both.
me ask you a question. Did you ever have the red ring of death?
Yeah.
Oh my
well,
God,
that,
yeah.
Okay, but that was only on the white 360s,
I
the
know,
first one.
but
When
it
they
was-
came out with the black 360, they didn't.
Oh no, it didn't
didn't
have
happen,
it.
yeah.
But I
Shout
had-
out
I had-
Illuminati and Bill Gates. That's some racist shit. That's
Yeah.
some woke ass shit. He's like, yeah, the white ones we're gonna give all the problems to, and the black. Crazy fact.
No, it's just the truth. I know it sounds bad, but it's
Super,
the.
no, it doesn't sound. No, that's just a joke I made.
Yeah. No, but
this is a serious thing too. I learned this recently. I just kind of wanted to share this, just so this whole podcast isn't just video games. For y'all listening at home, this is something you could learn too. It's scientifically proven, though, dog. Being Cuban, growing up Cuban family, like you always hear, like, oh yeah, try to bring a Cuban going. Yeah, in your mind, ideally, you want somebody the same. But the truth is, it's scientifically proven that couples that are different, that are opposites, that are like white and black, you know, the furthest thing from each other,
Just
those
opposites.
are the healthiest babies. Those are the healthiest families. And I think it goes to like opposites, like you're covering for my faults.
Right.
Like you're making up for what my chemistry is bad at.
Correct.
So that I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up. I thought that was a crazy scientific fact.
All
And
right.
it's proven. Like statistically, the numbers are there. Like the people with more common health problems, mental problems, all that shit. That you know, and not to say like there's a lot of factors that go into this, but on average, different races coming together creates healthier people. So go out, dog. This I feel like we started the thing trying to talk about politics, and I quickly want to get out of that because you could fall into traps.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I heard this
Fucking
quote
traps.
recently. I heard this quote recently about religion, and it's how I feel about a lot of things, dog. And it's my dad raised me knowing Illuminati exists, so I've always looked at everything like, why are people so divided about this? Why is this? Why are people so mad? Why is there two different sides? Because the truth is, life is complex. There's no such thing as good and bad. All people that are bad think they're good. People that are mean don't understand they're being mean. They're just reading the situation wrong, and they're not understanding. Like we could fall into these traps because it's easy. It's easy to be left or right. It's easy to be evil or bad. It's easy to be like-minded. But the truth is, for example, religion. Religion divides. God unites. You feel me? That's like I heard somebody say that, and I was like, dog, it's true. Like I believe in God, but I laugh when people get serious about religion and catch beef over, oh, you believe in this, you believe in that. It's like, homie, it's all
Yeah.
the same shit. I have this crazy theory where I think Christ and Buddha could be the same guy. So
Gotcha.
I took a world religions class, real quick. I took a world religions class in senior year, and this, he breaks down all the religions, And what he says, you know, he goes through the big one first, you know, Christianity. He says the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it. I look at everything. This book called Angels and Demons, the follow-up to the Da Vinci Code, they have this, that story is all about Illuminati. It's a fake story, but there's a dialogue in that story where the guy says, the main character's like, he's confused about the whole thing, trying to figure out, and an old head, an OG in the book tells him after the whole, because the whole book is it's Illuminati and it's science, and it's like, it's a murder story going on, but it's like science versus religion, and it's all in Italy with the Vatican, and it's really diabolical. And I read this book young, and I have all these visuals in my head, and it's something that I, like, my whole life I was hearing about Illuminati. Now it's in a book, and this is before the Da Vinci Code movie even comes out. I didn't even know Da Vinci Code exists. I didn't even know this was a sequel. This is just a good story in itself. But this character tells the main character, he's like, listen, science and religion aren't against each other. Science is the explanation of religion, and religion is the explanation of science. What science can't explain, like the Big Bang Theory, they call it a singularity. We don't have the answers to singularity. That's the big question with science. So you could get down to the scientific and the logistics and the numbers,
Right.
but there's the question of
There's only so much,
where did
though.
this energy, and that's the question. There's this impulse of energy that creates the world, the universe. Nobody knows where that energy comes from. Nobody knows where the God particle, right? There's a lot of theories, but nobody knows. So the character in the book says, that's God. That's the answer. A lot of people think they don't know, but the truth is that's the answer. And religion is, people say, oh, all these fake stories and all these things. No, science explains all the stories in religion. So I bring that up to Jesus Christ. That's my whole theory. So keep that in mind. I think science and religion are the same. I think science is the explanation of this shit. So the Jesus Christ story, Jesus Christ is the man. Raw guy, everybody hating on him, but a bunch of people love him too. Goes through the thing where he gets crucified. He dies. He doesn't die, homie. There's no such thing as dying and coming back to life unless you're in a hospital and, you know? But how many movies have we seen where the main character gets banged up and he gets all fucked up and he flows down the river and they all think he's dead, and then he fucking wakes up and then he spends months training and he comes back and the main character survives. You feel me? This is before medicine. This is before hospitals. These people are retarded. No offense to all the people back in the day, but like medicine, and they'll say it if you know. Imagine there's like, I got a bunch of old head cavemen behind me, Jesus Christ. They don't have technology. They'll see my phone right now and they think we're aliens.
Right.
They don't know what's going on. So yeah, they tie these people up like fucking brutes. They fucking put them on crosses and crucifixes, and they torture them by what? Throwing rocks at them from far? You think that's gonna kill a guy, you idiot? Why didn't they do it like in Game of Thrones where you just execute the guy with the head off?
Right.
No, they want to humiliate the guy and throw rocks. That's cool, whatever.
Right.
My point is, maybe people are weak-minded and they're unhealthy, but all the pictures of Jesus Christ, this guy's got abs and shit, you know, this guy's the man. So maybe he was in health, maybe he was healthy, maybe he was, and the truth is, that's a lot of people have proven that Jesus Christ looks more Indian. He looks more like Ashkash Singh, the guy from Flagrant. That's more like how Jesus Christ probably looked than what the pictures look.
Nobody knows. What, you know,
No, they've said it. No,
Nobody knows.
but the truth is, they say it's proven because of where all the stories come from, the land. Like everybody in that land looks a certain way. You feel me?
Okay.
That's why they say that it's all marketing. The whole Jesus Christ with the green eyes and the long hair shit. Right. People say I look like Christ, and I'm like, no, I look like I'm fucking American and Cuban. Like no,
I mean,
you feel me? I look like a surfer. Christ isn't supposed to look like that, but that's what the pictures make him look like.
Right.
You feel me? But anyways, so my theory for Christ is that Buddy went through the crucifixion, everybody else dies, and this guy doesn't die. He recovers. And then he tightens up, gets better. And is there a timeline? Do they say like, oh, he comes back 24 hours? Did they even know what an hour was back then? They just say he comes back. He comes back after they thought he was dead, right? There's no exact time frame of when he comes back. So who knows? Maybe it was 2 years. Maybe this guy got right 3 days. Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
I think
if you guys at home know, write down in the comments how long he comes back. I'm sure we're gonna get lit up by all the religious people.
Sure, yeah.
That's fine. I want to get educated. This is just a fun theory I came up with in high school.
Let us know.
So, and I'm gonna make a movie about this for sure. This is so genius. So, Buddy survives. And mind you, the story of Christ is what? He's really religious and he believes in God and he's preaching to everybody. Yo, do right. Believe in God. Believe in God. Believe in God. Believe in this specific God. And then he gets fucking killed for it. So he comes back to shit on everybody. Yo, I'm back. What's up, bitches? You feel me? He shuts down everybody. Everybody's like, oh my God, he's the best. He's the best. And then what does he do? Poof, he vanishes. No, that's like, let's look at it scientifically. The guy survives. The guy's mad. He had the whole city loving him. And then he had haters that betrayed him and backstabbed him. Set him up for this disgusting thing that happened to him. He came back egotistically to shit on them and be like, yeah, I'm here, I'm back, guys. This was wrong with y'all, but y'all are gonna suffer. And it's funny because people say religion's a tool. It's a tool to control, our morale and the way people are consciously, how good and bad people are. And so think about it, like, oh, you guys are gonna suffer for what you did. That's living with the guilty conscience. That's what I think heaven or hell is. I think you just go to sleep, and if you had a good life, you're gonna have heaven. If you have a bad life, you're going through hell.
Right.
So Christ is telling all of them, hey, y'all are
a lot of people think that we're already on hell. Like this.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It can't
right.
get no worse than this. A lot of people say that's crazy. I think life is beautiful, and I think heaven is
So
now,
many
dog.
theories.
So many theories.
Let me wrap up the theory though, because this theory is about to get fucking fire, and this is the movie. This is literally the movie, because this is the intro of the movie. The title of the movie hasn't even came out yet. He gets fucking crucified. He comes back, shits on everybody, and then he goes, yeah, that's why I'm the man. Fuck all y'all. And he rides out. How far is Jerusalem, Israel, all these places? How far is that from India?
I have no idea.
Not that far, buddy.
He said not that far.
You're there in a couple days by car. You're there in a couple weeks by horse and camel. So my world religion teacher set it up so raw because he broke down all like Catholic, Christianity, the similarities, the differences. He told us the story, and then he goes, and that's why next week we're going to learn about Buddhism. I didn't know of the story of Buddha too much, but here's the story about Buddha. Buddha is just like Christ. Same type of guy, same type of story. But Buddha's different. Buddha doesn't go around like Christ telling everybody, hey, believe in God, believe in this and that. Buddha doesn't go around telling anybody anything. He just goes and does, right? He just goes and does. He just, every time, twice, 3 times a day, we're going to stop and do, the siesta to pray or whatever the hell. We got to pray and do our thing, and that's mandatory. And we're going to fast and all these things. And and on the contrary, he told everybody, do not follow me. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. And dog, I believe in that. I believe fanaticism, that's evil. You're not supposed to idolize anybody. That's evil. That's worshiping is crazy. You should worship your family, your loved ones, and even still, don't worship them to the point that like you can't tell them they're wrong. No, you got to be realistic, and like that's not real love. Worshiping's crazy. That's like a obsession. It's not real love. You feel me? It's a little bit of a crazy line to cross.
Right.
So Buddha was really clear about that. He told everybody, don't be on that worship shit, and he shaved his hair. I think it's the same guy. I think this guy went through all this shit with God, with Christianity and God and Jehovah, and he's like, bro, fuck all this. I need to change scenery. I need to change my whole life. He got on a camel horse, shaved his hair, switched his whole vibe, and he was like, dog, I'm not talking to nobody because that's what got me into trouble last time. So he told everybody, and he just operated this way, and and the timelines are pretty congruent. Like a lot of people say, no, it's a lot of years off, and maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. Yeah. But that's a cool
It's a
theory,
touchy subject.
and I think it'll be a great movie. I think
That's
it'll
funny.
be a great movie, and it's the same guy. Buddha and Christ are the same guy,
Hey.
and it's the same story.
Manifest it.
All religions are the same story. Do good things. Don't be a bad person. If not, you go to hell. You're gonna suffer for doing bad. There's stories that teach you morale. Don't give
They
up.
definitely have similarities. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think religion is just a form of people expressing what they believe. And at the end of the day, like I'm a person that I support freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? You should be entitled to say whatever you want, and everybody should be able to think whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yo, it's cool if our ideas don't line up. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to agree on everything.
You're not supposed to.
Right? We don't have to. Like, oh, you think
Even clones.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
clones aren't supposed to think alike.
Right. So
Like,
it's like,
we're always like, I'm the real clone. No, I'm the real clone.
Yeah,
Like,
For real.
so at the end of the day, I respect everybody's religion. I have my own religion, of course. But yeah, at the end of the day,
What are you, if you don't mind me? You're like you stand on business. You say you're a specific religion,
yeah, I think I'm a Christian. I mean,
and you're specific,
believe-
like not Catholic. You're Christian.
yeah, I believe in God.
Well, yeah, that's my thing. So I believe in God. I pray to God
Yeah.
before every meal. I'm trying to do it now before I do it mornings, here and there, but I'm not as consistent. But since high school, I've done it before every single meal for sure, no matter what, because that's like my break, and that's. Everything stops. Everything slows. If I'm listening to TV, I'll put it on mute. I'll press pause. If I'm listening to music, everything I tries to stop.
Okay.
When I'm having a sit down meal, I got the more. I don't care if I'm around people. Sometimes I do mid conversation. I have to tell people like, yo, give me a second. You feel me? I've done that for years.
Okay.
Anybody that knows me could attest to it. So I'm really big on God, but my dad raised me as Jehovah's Witness. I got baptized Catholic by my mom and dad before they broke up, and then my dad raised me on the Jehovah's Witness shit, like understanding, like, dude, like, Christmas is like a scam. Like these guys that they wouldn't
Super scam.
Right.
You feel me? Like the whole story of the shepherds were taking the sheep in the December when it's winter time. Like these guys didn't have science, but they had common sense, and they don't know. At the end of the year, it's fucking freezing, guys. We're gonna die if we go down the street. We definitely can't go to the mountains, but it doesn't make no sense because at the end of the year, everybody got their money saved up. It's the holidays. We got to make some bread. So Illuminati makes this whole Christmas holiday, and it's like, homie, you should cherish your family every day, like Thanksgiving.
Right.
Like you should be thankful every day. Every Sunday should be Thanksgiving. Every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday. It shouldn't be one day a year. It's so sad that we fall into these traps.
Well, it's just all like propaganda, and it's all like obviously just ways for us to spend money. If you notice, you can't go a whole 3 months without a holiday where I have to spend money on something. I was talking about this the other day, and I was like, dude, I can't go 3 months just to save money. It's always something, whether it's Christmas, it's Halloween, it's Thanksgiving, it's the 4th of July. It's always something where I gotta waste money, and it's like, dude, this whole like the whole year is a scam. The whole year is just a setup for you to just waste money.
That the scam is making every single thing an event. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be an event.
If it's not a holiday, it's somebody's birthday.
But every day is a
baby
gift.
shower.
Every day is
it's like it's nonstop. I gotta buy a gift here, a gift over there. Like I gotta buy gifts for people. Like just at times where I can't even buy gifts. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
I mean, I got out of the whole like holiday thing a long time ago.
Dude.
And stuff.
Yeah.
What's your religion like? What's your situation with that? Though?
I mean, like growing up and stuff, I was Baptist Christian and everything, but like I came to the conclusion like when I actually like stepped out of the church scenery and like actually like
you were going to church.
I was going to church with my family 24/7 and everything, and it was dope. It was chilling. Like I was learning.
I never got into the church.
I was picking up. It was just something in the norm for like my family and everything.
I've always felt weird going to church, dog.
I've gone to
every
Bible
studies, but I've always felt weird going to church.
I was in the choir. I was doing everything with it. And everything. I got into music there, I would say.
A lot of people do get into music through church.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. I love
a lot of great artists.
A lot of my favorite artists. A lot of great artists.
That's good. But it was just like the church scenery. I feel like it was a repetition. Like I wasn't like, like in school, it was a repetition. You had to learn math, English, boom, boom, boom. I wanted to expand like YouTube. Like there's always something going on, boom, 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 something. So I wanted to expand out in the world. So like what my religion, I feel like I just believe in God. Like
You're not. Yeah, but you said raised so Christian.
I was raised as a Christian and everything. I still believe in everything, but like I didn't.
You're not specific to the religion.
Specific to the Christian.
That's what I'm on. Like I said.
I just believe. Like when people ask me, "Yo, what's your religion?" I just tell them I believe in God.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah, exactly. But just. Some people would like label that as being like a Christian or something.
Yeah, they can still, and that's their
Christians
opinion.
label that. Not some people. Christians label that,
and it's fine.
An Indian tells you, "Oh, so you're Indian."
That's their opinion.
Not an Indian, a Buddhist.
I mean, because I'm not gonna sit here and say like, yo, I follow like the Bible by verbatim, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like
no. But
definitely.
It's not about following the Bible verbatim. But the thing with religions, it's like sports teams. It's literally like that. It's like, oh, I'm a Lakers fan. No. But the Jehovah's Witness Bible is the number one Bible. No, but the Catholic Bible is the number one Bible. No, but the Quran is the number one Bible. It's like it's all the same. That's why I started the conversation, and I think it's important that the audience hears me when I say this. Like, it could all be right, it could all be wrong. I don't know. I do know this though. God unites. We're all on the same tip that we believe in God. Religion divides. You feel me? Yeah. That's the key.
That is true. Yeah, it's a form of division, just like politics.
It's like everything.
Form of division. Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah.
That's what they made sports for. Sports was created.
Remember, people are starting to wake up now, and thankfully, like we have platforms like podcasts where people can speak about it and say the truth. But definitely, like people are starting to wake up to the fact that everything is a form of keeping us fighting against each other. Because if we're all fighting against each other, we don't really come together and realize what they're actually doing. So as long as we just keep saying that and keep reminding people that, listen, that's what they're doing, eventually everybody's gonna be like start to understand. And it's happening right now, even with the news. You watch the news and you know, like, yo, this is such fake. All it is. It's just such BS.
It's all
WWE, know what I'm saying?
Though. It's all fake.
Yeah.
They can't even get their weather right.
Yeah. It's like, dude,
they can't even get the weather.
Not only that, like, how many times has the news been caught lying? Constantly lying.
Trump was right.
Fake news, and
like I don't know if it was like a meme or something, but I saw this on Twitter when I think the COVID or something happened, when it was starting to happen and everything, and they had all the like people laid out on the floor with the Ziploc, the zip
Yeah,
bags and everything.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you see, like,
COVID?
with COVID. and
Yeah,
everything.
movie or
well,
something.
they were. Remember, that was a
Like
scare,
the, like the
scare
doc,
tactic.
like the hospital.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's scare culture because there's a lot of money in
It was a
Because
scare
I
tactic.
have friends that work in the hospital. Like
Mhm.
they're there. Even my sister works in the hospital,
Right,
like on
yeah.
a daily and everything.
Yeah.
So like there around COVID, there wasn't a lot of patients in the hospital and stuff, and they were showing like on TV
on the
screen,
news, like people dying, like
and then
Well,
my-
people did die.
No, don't get
It
me wrong.
swings
People
both
did.
ways.
yeah,
No, but here's the thing:
yeah.
it swings both ways. You guys got to see how beautiful it is. It beautiful in
No,
a fucked up
people
way,
did
but
die,
it's a
yeah.
beautiful weapon. This shit swings both ways. It swings with it's really really scared. It's really really scared. Be really 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 scared. Really really scared. Then it's it's really not a big deal. It's really really not a big deal. I personally know people, not just through work, but like in real life too. Like I fucked up off the shit, you
Right.
know. And then it's
Yeah.
like and to this day they said, "Oh, this isn't from that. This is from
But
and now
a
they're
lot
like,
of-
maybe it was from that, But
Mm.
it's like the whole point is it's misinformation always. you know?
Yeah, and then most of the people that died, and I may be wrong about this, but most of the people that died from COVID. All right, but what did you have with that? Did
No,
you have like
Right. There's
like,
other
did-
things going on. Just like, all right,
And
but it's
stuff.
like somebody getting lung cancer. Yeah, everybody gets lung cancer from smoking, right? But it's like, but what did you do with your whole life while you smoked?
You know,
You're
like
a piece of shit,
one of the
you know?
top killers is like what is it called? Like the two people eating too much sugar, too much. People,
Yeah, sugar's the worst.
leading,
Like,
I think
you know-
sugar creates cancer. I don't know if it's
Yeah, yeah,
scientifically
yeah,
proven,
yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
100% sure like that's like the number one thing
Sugar-
that's getting
Sugar's
causing
the worst
a
thing
lot
you
of
can consume.
cancers in
So-
people.
so,
Worst
like-
thing.
Yeah.
And then like when you're a little kid, you're eating sugar unless you're on that diet or you're on that like plan. Like when you're a little kid, you're eating candy, you know all that. And
When
then
you're a
it
little
comes-
kid, yeah.
and you're-
Everybody loves sweets. Even to this day, I see people who
And
who
there's
are
sugar,
just,
and
they
there's
just
sugar in
cereal.
every
sweet,
there's
sweet.
sugar in
Cereal.
every little thing.
Everything,
Look at
yeah.
cereal. Look at the concept of cereal.
Yeah.
It's
That's a-
marketed to you. This is how you start your day. This is a great way to do it. Yeah, bro. It's a bowl of sugar. It's a dessert.
Start
Literally,
off-
I look at cereal like a dessert now. If I'm looking at cereal, it's a
Yeah.
healthy alternative to ice cream.
I
I'm
don't
like,
eat
fuck, I'm not gonna
cereal
eat ice
in
cream
the
today. I'm gonna have
morning.
some cereal. I'm still gonna be a fat fuck, but I'm gonna have some cereal.
Yeah.
Bro, I grew up starting my day eating 3 bowls of fucking cereal. You didn't know me when I was a little kid. I was a fat boy. He knew me when I was in school. I was huge, dog. I would have 3 bowls
Nah, I
of
met you
cereal
in
like
high
nothing.
school, I think.
Boy had the
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
mohawk and everything.
Yeah, I had a little frohawk phase. That was hilarious.
I had
each other
a,
though.
Yeah.
I had a mohawk face too.
So say that. It's
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
Shout out to frohawks and mohawks.
Yeah, dog. But yeah, shit gets wild out here, bro. We gotta be careful. And especially one thing for me that bothered me, like that I do want to speak on is, like how they'll put on the news, oh, go get vaccinated. So the vaccines would really scared me because like there was at that time, like
Are you vaxxed?
no, I'm not.
At all?
At all.
I'm vaxxed.
No, I'm not. No COVID vaccine. I got all the regular vaccines that I got growing up as a kid. All the regular stuff, but
So
Listen.
you're vaxxed other things. You're just not vaxxed for COVID.
You know, yeah.
I'm not
alright.
vaxxed for like all.
Basically,
You
all
have
the-
to get.
yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to get vaxxed to go to public school. You have
Correct.
To.
Yeah.
I didn't
Correct.
get vaxxed all the way to like 6th grade, and then mentira. I think I got like the regular shit. But then I remember when I went to public school, like there was a bunch of I had to go to doctors and get shots. I was like, oh, this is different.
No, yeah, for sure. But if you look at all right, look at the list of vaccines that when we were growing up, the list was like probably like this big of vaccines, right? Now, if you look at the list
More
of
things
vaccines,
come
that
up, man.
yeah. Okay, but Papo, it's like times 5.
But
It's
you know
like
how
a
many
list
things we
like
don't-
this
But
of
hold on, but
vaccines.
there's like, bro, we don't get smallpox. We don't get like a lot of crazy things now because we're vaxxed for that. Like there's a lot of really like when we were talking
I'm
about
not
the Jesus
saying
Christ
they
days,
don't
those
work.
guys were dying from flus.
Okay.
Now there's a vaccine flu that you're not gonna die from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but-
all right.
but
So
even
which
when
one
the
of those
flu shot-
vaccines have they brought on the news and said you guys have to get this?
Okay, no, for sure. So here's the thing. Okay,
Tell me one.
But, all right, I love this because this is something we're talking about with the division. This is something I feel really passionate about, and it's about dividing, but it's about the way they're dividing us. Yes, there was huge campaigns to get vaxxed, to not get vaxxed. There's both ways. Huge campaigns, even more so to do it. And yes, because it was on a medical shit. It's an easy sell. It was an easy sell. You're gonna kill your family, and honestly, that's why I got vaxxed. I'm close with my grandma. I see my grandma all the time. It's my only grandparent left. My dad's had multiple heart situations. He's in his 50s. You know, that's my best friend. You know, I when that shit first came out, I was like, dog, I ain't playing these games. Dog, I was super antisocial. I didn't get vaxxed for like a year and a half
Right.
after COVID. But then I kept going on. I never got sick, and then one time I got banged up. I went out drinking, and I caught the vid. You know, I caught the little COVIDski.
I got it twice.
Yeah. I'm sure we've got it multiple times. We're just healthy and our body kills it and we don't notice the symptoms. But
Right.
this time I'm telling you that I knew I got it was bad. And then after I got it, then I was like, dog, this is fucked because I couldn't see my family for like a week or so. I was worried. I was like, no, I'm not trying to fuck them up. So then I got it from then. Ever since then, if I ever gotten sick, it's in and out. When I got it that time, I was out of commission for like a week. And I was running every day, doing 2 miles at the gym, drinking my gallon of water. Like I was on point healthy wise. I just went out drinking one day.
So the whole thing was that they said that you had to give, even though you're the healthy one, that you're the one that you had to get vaccinated to not get them sick.
The technicalities are
When they were
silly.
already
at the end
coming
of the day,
out.
At the end of the day, fool, it's like wearing a seatbelt in a car. I think that's the best analogy. It's like, yeah, dog,
Okay,
you
yeah,
could die when you're wearing a seatbelt in a car. You ever seen Final Destination? The log's
100%,
gonna-
yeah. But there's less of a chance.
Seatbelt ain't doing shit for you
Right.
then, motherfucker, huh?
Right,
Same thing
right,
with a
right.
vaccine. Like we're talking about. Yeah, if you're fat, if you're unhealthy, if you just put a bullet to your head and just say it's
And
over.
I'm
the
okay.
vaccine's
Like
gonna
I'm not
protect you.
I'm not against people who go get vaccinated or whatever. Like
It's your own
I'm
decision. That's the point.
I'm against the fact that they forced
Exactly.
people
yeah.
to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I
they
have-
force people in our own military, right? The people who are serving our country. You know what I'm saying? Putting their life on the line for us.
Well, here's the thing.
You're gonna
they
force
But
them.
remember, that's not a new thing, though. You said it.
Yeah,
we
but
got vax
still.
for school. We got vax for this. That's the thing, though. So here's my thing. Here's the biggest difference.
So why'd they let it slide then?
But here's
If it's so important, why did when everything all said and done, they asked for the people who didn't want to get
because
vaccinated? got
if you
kicked out,
can't
they
if
asked
you
for them
can't beat
back.
them, join them. If you can't beat them, join them. What are you gonna do?
No,
Lock
it's-
everybody up? Fine
It's because
everybody?
they all made their money, bro. They all made their money.
No,
They- all those-
but to
the-
your point, they could have kept making money. To that same point, what do you think? They're just gonna stop? Illuminati's not that stupid. There's no money in that whole rules of restricting and stopping shit. That's silly. That goes out the door and that only lasts so long. Like segregation, all these silly tactics that Illuminati tries to do, they eventually expire. This whole gay thing, like that's stupid for the Illuminati's point of view because it's like, why are we gonna restrict people from getting married if they're the same sex? There's more money in that. Go ahead, get married. Let's make more bread. Like Illuminati's all about money. That's the one thing everybody could agree on. They're evil and they want to control us, make money, and kill us.
Right.
Like that's all they want. My thing that's different.
Yeah, they
with
definitely
COVID,
don't want us living long lives.
for sure.
Yeah.
And my whole thing
Which is
with
why-
my whole thing with COVID is this, dog, and this is the biggest difference that a lot of people aren't aware of, brother. And it's really about to get crazy, brother. It's about to get crazy with this year. I don't want to get into politics, and this isn't a political conversation. This is a life conversation because this is deeper than politics.
Let's get it.
What's changed and what changed everything in the world is around 2013, 2012. Social media's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
And the phone's a beautiful piece of technology, and social media has its beauty of it,
Mhm.
where you can meet long lost family members you didn't know exist. You could connect with friends you haven't seen. There's great things about it, dog. You see your loved ones. There's millions of beautiful families that are created from this shit. I can't tell you how many DMs I've slid and have beautiful relationships and great moments
Yes.
with people and
Uh-huh.
friends, not just girls, friends too. Like it's great, Like my boyfriend
Has good
bro,
and bads, yeah.
Speaking of social media, before I go into this real shit, let me say this quick story about Marz here, my dog Marz Madnazz. I went to middle school with my dog, Marcus. This is my friend. We hung out all the time. It's not like we were passerbyers. We vibed. We played on sports teams. Like, we'd pick each other up, right? It's safe to
Yeah.
say that, right? Like, I'm not lying,
I
right?
remember that.
My
That's
dog,
crazy.
he was my dog. But I left that middle school, 7th grade. I think we went to HML, right?
Yeah.
So HML, when we're in high school, we're not hanging out as much because high school's big, and I only went to that high school for freshman year. I went to different high schools after, so we kind of disconnected after high school. I started making music after high school. As a musician, as an artist, I'm constantly working with people, constantly finding new people to work with. I saw this guy online killing with visuals. I didn't know he was my friend. I thought he was just somebody that was killing it named Marz, and I was reaching out to him for years. I've been liking his pics, liking his stuff, and then it wasn't until a couple years, maybe I've been doing this for 5 years. It wasn't until
For a
maybe
minute,
two,
bro.
two,
I've been
3 years
following
ago.
it up.
But you knew it was me, right? You
Yeah,
knew it
yeah,
was
I
me.
remember.
I didn't know it was you because you look completely you
Yeah,
look kind of the
changed-
same, but the hair is
changed
different.
the hair
You've grown
and
up. You
everything.
have facial hair now. I guess I kind of look the same. I'm just not a huge fat ball anymore. I used to be
Nah, you
huge.
changed, bro. You changed, bro.
Yeah, I'll put a picture here, guys. For if y'all don't know, I was really fat when I was younger. It's
I
funny.
remember those days.
But anyways, I was following this fool for a minute. I didn't know it was him. That's a beautiful example of how
Right.
great social media could be.
Yeah.
And then I figured out it's my boy. And look, this is our first time hanging out since high school, probably.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
You feel me? But
That's
here's
dope.
the thing, dog. They around 2012, 2013, the algorithm came out. What's
Yeah.
the algorithm? The algorithm. Now I've realized it's one
AI, pretty much.
of the words right out of my mouth, my brother.
AI is
It's
one
the
hell of a
it's
drug.
the infant version. It's you guys. What we got 5 minutes? This is gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a banger. For real.
Fi-
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
have to. So, all right, because I do want to get this out, dog, because this is madness, bro. I at least want to tell y'all and the audience listening, this is my first chance to do it on the pod, clearly and cohesively. So around 2012, 2013, they came out with the algorithms. The algorithms on social media specifically is it clocks what we're doing. Now, everybody tells you, no, yeah, I don't use social media. And when I'm looking at X thing I like. But the truth is, we're spending a lot of time doing things we don't realize. Politics is a great example. A lot of people, specifically, I'll use myself for an example. I love sports. My algorithm today is nothing but comic books, video games, sports. That's all it is.
Right.
When the pandemic first happened, it was a lot of political stuff. It was a lot of fighting. It was a lot of riots. It was all of that. Because even though I'm not telling people, yeah, I love riots and that's what I'm into, when I pull up my phone, that's what I'm spending a lot of time doing subconsciously. And I'm reading the comments and wow, I can't believe these people are saying that. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is crazy. Just being stuck reading, even not interacting with it. Because that's a lot of people think they could lie and say, oh, I'm not on this. I don't like those things. I don't do those things. But if it's in your algorithms, because you're consuming the content. The algorithm doesn't lie. It's the truth. That tells you who you are.
Right.
And the algorithms came out around this time. What does the algorithm do? This is just a political aspect where it controls what you're watching all day. So it controls what you're being fed into.
Yeah.
TV is a network that's preordained channels, but you get to pick what channel I'm watching right now. You get to pick, I don't like this. I'm going to the next one.
Yep.
The social media is random. But it's tailored to exactly what we think you're going to like. And it's perfectly because they got it timed perfectly because it's all monetized. They realize we only make this amount of money when he spends time watching this video. We make so much more money when he spends on this. So feed him this, feed him this, feed him this.
It even goes back to the whole Wi-Fi thing when you're connected, because it happened to me and my manager, with my music manager and everything. We started getting into drones. Basically, like drone racing and everything. Like I like doing different stuff just to keep going and everything.
That's raw. It's like the future will be Star Wars.
He was just sending me like little videos of drone racing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Out of nowhere on my social media, I get ads of drones.
Yeah.
And we're both connected to the
Well,
Wi-Fi.
yeah, that's business. Yeah,
No, but I never even looked at a drone thing in my life. But since we're both connected to the Wi-Fi and everything, we're already getting synced in.
It's not. It's just the Wi-Fi. It's the geographical on the GPS.
No, but that goes back to
GPS.
But even
Y'all
with
got
the
iPhones?
Yeah.
So if you have your Siri on, it's constantly listening to you.
Well, he has Android, but
So but you guys
Yeah.
don't understand. It's a little bit deeper. It's actually based on your Google accounts. It's that easy. Whenever
Yeah.
you search
Should
something
be
on
Google.
Google,
Yeah.
it's your Google account, and they see that IP address is in the same vicinity and zip code as this IP address.
Yeah.
That's how they get the ads.
That's how it goes. It
That's
goes so
the whole,
deep. Yeah.
the whole they're listening is from that. They
That
say,
is, yeah.
oh, this person's in this exact vicinity in this exact zip code. That's from that.
Right.
So the algorithm not only came up with the whole we're gonna feed people what they like, it came up with this crazy aspect of it. The phone, think about FaceTime, think about text messages, think about the Notes app, think about the calculator app. Those are tools. We have to pick up and actively use it. What happens if you don't use Instagram for a little minute, or Twitter for a little minute, or whatever, Tinder, the swiping apps? It'll give you a notification. Bring, this person just uploaded. Bring, this person liked your shit.
Right.
Bring, this person just did that. Why does it do that?
To hook
To
you back.
hook you back.
Yeah.
There's only
Yep.
there's only two industries in the world, industries of market that call their consumers and clientele users. You know what they are?
Facebook.
Social media, yeah, users,
Right.
and medicine, drugs, pharmaceuticals. Social media is messed up because of the algorithms that came out 2012, 2013. This is just one of many things they do to control us and fuck us up and really mess with our heads. Suicide rates and like self-harm rates for little girls have gone up because you're seeing constantly what everybody's, being featured and everybody getting constant likes. So that's a crazy bad thing. But what really, really like little crazy aspects, like the whole giving you notifications when you're not paying attention to it, that shit's crazy. The problem is now you don't know what's real or fake. This AI stuff's about to get crazy, dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
This year, it's
Yeah, it's gonna take over.
it's historic. Like, it's already proven. It's the year with the most democratic elections going on in the world at the same time in 1 year, in one calendar year. So over 80 different countries deciding world leaders at the time.
Right.
So we already saw it 4 years ago. The social media game is crazy with the influence of bad information and dividing people. This AI, the way it is now, if you guys are seeing what AI could do right now in seconds, I use AI myself.
Trust.
For cover art.
Trust. I have AI for everything.
It's scary, but it's beautiful. It's a great tool. But just like fire
You guys seen
could-
what Elon said about it? Like,
He's worried about it, but he's the first one saying he wants to put chips in humans' brains. Like, that's so ass backwards. Like, that. What do you think that is? That's AI. That's controlling. That's giving people your information. He's another. I think he's just a inside conspirator. You feel me? Just trying to control people. People just believe the soup and fall into what Batman says. That guy ain't Batman. That guy's Lex Luthor. You feel me? That's not Bruce Wayne, homie. That whole ever since he told people, yeah, buy Dogecoin and Shiba, and then he went literally a week later on SNL as Wario. He dressed as Wario, the bad Mario, and was making fun of crypto. A week after telling people online, yeah, buy Shiba and Doge. Mind you, he still, not that he was selling Tesla at the time, he still sells Tesla now. But at the time, he was taking Bitcoin for Tesla. He never took Doge or Shiba for Tesla, buddy. Like, that was a same thing Logan Paul got in trouble for, getting people to buy all these shit coins. And I believe in Bitcoin. I think it's going to succeed. I lost a lot of money in it.
Logan Paul's whack for that, though. Like, definitely, like...
whack for not doing right by it. Whack for not addressing it. Shout out Logan Paul. If you're listening, and we know you are, you got to do right by that, Straight up.
Yeah.
Make the Chico Zoo with me. That's what he called the Crypto Zoo. We'll do Chico Zoo and we'll do right by everybody. This will be like the charity program.
Because crypto's going crazy right now, especially the markets.
It is.
The markets are going ham.
It's
Right
the
now.
future.
I'm real big with crypto.
Yeah.
I love how this whole episode's been about Illuminati, because that's Illuminati too. People, like, yes, crypto's designed to beat the system, but the truth is that's taking away cash. That's the end of it. That's
like the dollar is real low.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
okay,
Like,
but Chico, how surprised are you when you see people play with cash? When you see somebody come out with racks and they're like, yeah, here's bread. Everything's online. Everything's with a card. Everything's digital.
Well, that's just what we saw. But
no, but it's easy, and it's just gonna be the future. It's just hard.
Yeah.
How many times do you go to places? No, it's only digital.
You
only
can't.
credit card, only debit card.
Imagine giving somebody $1 million in cash. It's ridiculous. But you can send somebody
the whole process of it. I love it though. Whenever I see a Mr. Beast video, and he's got the case, the fizz. I love that. I love cash. I love that.
Yeah, but that is crazy. It's
Mr.
like,
Beast
damn,
going crazy too. But yeah, but we're about the AI though. Back to the AI shit. That I don't know, man. That shit's it's gonna be a bigger boom than like that internet boom.
No, this is gonna be the biggest. This is gonna be the greatest leap. Did you guys see the video of Will Smith AI last year and then this year? How much better it's gotten in a year?
No.
So last year they had a crazy AI video. We'll put it here for you guys to watch while I'm talking. And it's like it's weird. Like when AI first came out a year ago, like the mouth would be here and the eyes are here, and it's like he's eating spaghetti, and it's like it's really hard to even watch.
Right.
They came out with a redid video of it now, and it's like it's Will Smith.
Like perfect.
And he's doing the same thing he was supposed to do last year, and it's fake. It's not. It's like he never did this.
Right.
It's just crazy. He actually, the actual Will Smith, he actually recreated the AI video, like trying to be funny. Shout out to Will Smith.
Yeah.
If you're listening, and we know you are. Great book. So yeah, dog, guys, every episode we do a big three. We're gonna do like a draft, so everybody picks one by one. We started the episode talking about video games, so let's just do like best video games of all time, but singles. So like if we're doing like Madden, give me a specific year. If we're doing Call of Duty, give me a specific one. Get best 3 games of all time. We'll start with Marz. What's your number 1 game? Doesn't have to be of all time, but just give me in your pick.
My number 1 game, I would say Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's not out new. Well, the newest one is dope too, but I say the old school.
You say the newest one, like the remake, right?
The remake is out right now, but I say the.
You like the original?
I like the original.
That's the
Modern
fun.
Warfare 2.
I like that. And I love how you went back to what you said earlier. You're being a real one. What's your number 1 pick?
Definitely Midnight Club, L.A.
That's not Dub Edition, right? That's after Dub Edition.
No, that's Dub Edition.
Oh, that's Dub Edition.
Yeah, Dub Edition.
Probably easily some of the best commercials of all time.
Yeah.
My first one, I'm gonna say I pretty much know my 3. I'm gonna go San Andreas as my first pick. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Fire.
Take that off the board.
Fire.
What's your number 2 pick?
My number 2 pick would be Far Cry 3.
Whew. Cool. I just tried the one with Gustavo Fring out recently. I haven't really got into it. I told my dad the other day I'm free in Cuba. He walked in. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm free in Cuba," because of him. What's your number 2 pick?
I'm gonna go with Vice City.
Oh, good one. Shout out Miami, dog. 6 might be take over that spot soon.
Yeah. We'll see how 6 though.
Damn.
Third pick of the
This is gonna
draft.
be a hard
Pretend this is the rest of your life. You only got 3 games.
You only got.
What you said? We got Far Cry 3, fucking
Modern Warfare 2.
Warfare 2, straight shooters.
Oof. No, I can get into a different one day.
I mean, if you want to just shoot the rest of your life, you said it. You loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, cause I do fuck with cars too. I would say have to say Need for Speed, or actually I'll say Midnight Club.
Yeah, Midnight Club's.
Midnight Club would be my
It's too
third
raw.
one
But
because
you
I
can't do this. So the
The
idea of the
customization
draft.
is
gotta
too
be a
raw.
different one.
The idea of the
has
draft.
to be
This
a
is
different-
cool. This is the first
Alright,
time it's
cool,
happened
cool,
on the
cool,
pod though.
cool.
Because every time we've done it on the pod, everybody just picks different things. But now it's like you take it off the board, so you got to pick a different one. That's the cool thing. Yeah, it adds a strategy to it. I kind of want to make it more than 3, but yeah, I like the big 3. Go ahead.
Well, I get all right. Shout out to the whole anime because I'm into anime too. I would say like Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, banger,
Uh,
bro.
the-
Which one though? You got to give me a number.
The first one.
One?
First one.
Damn, but one changed the world. But one really changed.
One
the
started
world.
me into liking Kingdom Hearts.
No, of
Yeah.
course, everybody, yeah. But that whole
But-
Disney and Final Fantasy was crazy. The
Come
way they
on.
did that.
Yeah, it was dope.
Well, how you wrapping up the draft, buddy? What's your number 3?
I'm going with Mortal Kombat 11.
11.
I haven't played 11. I've seen the trailer and everything, but
The rawest Mortal Kombat game.
All right, I gotta get into it.
Hey, I dropped 2 picks. I said San Andreas. And what was my second pick?
You didn't say a second.
Oh, so I'll wrap it up with 2
Yeah.
and 3. So I'll do The Last of Us 2 is my second pick. And then my third pick, I gotta say Fortnite, dog. No games changed the
crazy.
world like everybody has.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dog. No game has made that much money off people. Brought so many people
Minecraft
together.
has made more
consistently.
money.
Minecraft. Who?
Minecraft has made more money than that.
But who the fuck cares?
Minecraft's a shit.
It's the biggest game.
Hey
Minecraft's a
guys,
shit.
so Marz Madness. Anything you want to tell the people at home? Anything you want to push? Any albums coming out? Projects, shows? Oh well, it's gonna be hard with the shows because it's not gonna come out for a couple weeks later. But
All I gotta say is like I believe in aliens. That's why I'm Mars and everything, and then I'll get it deeper into it. Like basically, the real short with it, like not aliens, like the ones that you think green. Like everybody's an alien. He's an alien. Everybody thinks unique. Go out there, believe. If you believe you could do something, do it. Like there's no no once it comes to life. You know, it's a no when you self doubt yourself. You know, so just believe in yourself. Keep going with it. You can follow me on Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, Marz Madness, MarzMadnazz. You already know.
yeah, I'm gonna put it for them right there in post. So that's why I do that whole thing. You're probably thinking, what's this guy doing dancing? Freshy, what you got?
And
It's a new episode. It's a new week. So different messages you want than you said on the last one.
yeah, nothing, man. Just you already know. Just keep your head up. Keep grinding. Consistency is key. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like we just did these podcasts back to back.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Consistency,
Yeah.
hard work, and dedication. That's it.
Hard work, dedication. I love that. That's a good way to end it. Thank you guys once again for listening, checking in with us. This is probably gonna be episode 6 or 7 by this point now, but we're rocking, guys. Another one coming out
Let's get
next
it.
week. You know me, official air. New music coming out soon. You're gonna see episodes and promotions
That's
for
another
all
thing.
my
Yeah.
songs too.
We gotta
so.
be dropping more of our music.
Yeah, so in between episodes, I'm gonna have ads running. I'm gonna do commercials for like our new videos, shit like that. I'm gonna work it out. So y'all already seeing that at home. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.
Santeria, that's black magic. Booteria, that's my habit. He don't hit it right, girl, that's tragic. You know I'm lit, but you the main attraction.